Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg. Welcome back to my channel. So, get this, today we're uncovering some of the most shocking truths in US history. We're diving deep into the world of government conspiracies, the kind of stuff they don't teach you in school. Like, what if I told you some of the craziest theories, things you thought were straight-up fiction, were actually real? Buckle up, because we're about to expose the wild truth and talk about why it's so important to keep our governments in check. Activism isn't just about protesting, it's about asking tough questions and demanding transparency. In a democracy, we have the right to know what's being done in our name. All right, let's kick things off with a bang. Operation Northwoods. Picture this. It's the 1960s, the Cold War is raging, and the US is looking for any excuse to take down Cuba. Now, you might think that sounds like the plot of some spy thriller, but hold on tight because it gets wilder. This wasn't just a thought bubble. This was a full-blown plan cooked up by the Department of Defense. We're talking fake terrorist attacks, staged hijackings, even casualties, all orchestrated by the US government on US soil. I know, right? Sounds insane. When whispers of this plan first surfaced, people brushed it off as a wild conspiracy theory. The government would never do that, they said. But then came the declassified documents. Years later, the truth was finally revealed, and it was even more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Operation Northwoods showed us that sometimes the line between reality and conspiracy can be terrifyingly thin. Okay, so you think you're in control of your own mind? Well, after hearing about MKUltra, you might want to think again. Imagine being experimented on without your knowledge, your mind poked and prodded like some lab rat. That's what the CIA was up to with MKUltra, a top-secret program that started in the 1950s. They were obsessed with mind control, figuring out how to make people do their bidding. I'm talking truth serums, hypnosis, even LSD. They used unsuspecting citizens as guinea pigs, dosing them up and seeing what happened. Now here's the thing. For years, MKUltra was dismissed as a conspiracy theory, a figment of our collective paranoia. But then came the Church Committee hearings in the 70s. Senators were like, hold up, the CIA is doing what? The scandal rocked the nation, revealing the dark underbelly of government experimentation. It was a chilling reminder that sometimes the most far-fetched conspiracies turn out to be disturbingly real. This next one is truly heartbreaking. The Tuskegee syphilis study is a dark stain on American history. For 40 years, from 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted a study on African American men in Macon County, Alabama. These men, many of whom were poor sharecroppers, were told they were receiving free health care for bad blood. But here's the horrifying truth. They were never told they had syphilis. Instead, they were given placebos and subjected to painful and unnecessary procedures, all in the name of science. The researchers wanted to study the natural progression of syphilis, even as effective treatments became available. Can you imagine that? Knowing you could help these men, but choosing not to, just to observe the devastating effects of the disease? All right, guys, hold on to your tinfoil hats because this one's a doozy. We're diving into the world of Scientology, a controversial organization that's been shrouded in secrecy and accusations for decades. Now, you might think of Scientology as this weird Hollywood thing, but there's a whole other layer to it. Operation Snow White. Picture this. Back in the 70s, rumors started swirling that Scientology was infiltrating government offices, stealing documents, and trying to discredit its critics. It sounded like something out of a spy movie, right? People were like, no way, that's too crazy, even for Scientology. But as the saying goes, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Through a series of court cases and investigations, the FBI uncovered the truth about Operation Snow White. It turned out that Scientology operatives had gone rogue, engaging in a massive espionage campaign against the US government. We've journeyed through some of the most unsettling chapters in American history, uncovering government secrets and confronting uncomfortable truths. But here's the thing, these stories aren't just about the past. They serve as a powerful reminder that we, the people, must remain vigilant. We can't just blindly trust those in power, no matter how convincing they may seem. We have a duty to question, to investigate, and to hold our leaders accountable. So, what can we do? Educate yourselves, be critical of the information you consume, and don't be afraid to speak truth to power. Stay curious, stay aware, and never stop questioning.